Hello, all you awesome people out there. Welcome back to the channel with me, your host, as always, GeekViz, who coming to you right after a random ass power outage. That Midwestern weather, man. 1 minute, 1 minute is just cloudy. Then the next minute, you got a heavy ass thunderstorm, big ass lightning, big ass thunder. That shit comes through for an hour and then it knocks your power out for 2 hours, and then next thing you know, you got motherfucking clear skies and sunshine. Man, this shit crazy out here. But yeah, so I'm back here after that for another edition of It's Been a Long Time Coming. I got another edition of I Just Watched right here today, and today we're gonna be talking about the fact that I just watched the Odyssey. Just to clear some things up, I did not just watch it. I watched it about I watched this shit about 2 weeks ago. So I wrote this out very late. So I'm sorry if everything ain't as fresh in my mind when I wrote all this down. But hey, here we are. It's cool. It's probably still a bunch of motherfuckers who still ain't seen this shit yet, because I know the motherfucking IMAX tickets it's been blocked up for like a month now. So it's still some people who ain't seen this shit yet, trying to get that IMAX 70mm experience going. But hey, but I saw it in the 70mm. I ain't seen an IMAX, but I saw it in there. And we're gonna talk about what I watched. We're gonna talk about what I think about it. I'm going over the story, a little bit of the overview, what I liked, what I didn't like, and then we're gonna get into kind of my overall thoughts on the movie. Of course, if you haven't already, if you feel so inclined, subscribe to the channel. Let you help your boy out. I'm a small nobody out here in this big YouTube content creator world. I'm still very much in this. I'm doing it for the love of the game stage right now. So if you like movies, you like TV, you like video games, I'll talk about all those nerdy aspects, the pop culture of all of them. So feel free to check out the channel today. Feel free to subscribe to the channel today if you feel so inclined. But anyway, let's get on over here to the Odyssey. So of course, the Odyssey released on July 17th. It is currently available in theaters. It is written by Christopher Nolan, which shouts out to Homer, because this is based on a 3,000-year-old poem that he wrote. So yeah, there you go. That's Homer made the base story of this story. But it's directed also by Christopher Nolan, and it stars Matt Damon, Tom Holland, Anne Hathaway, Robert Pattinson, Hamish Patel, John Leguizamo, Charlize Theron, Zendaya, John Bernthal, Lupita Nyong'o, and Elliot Page. Like, who isn't in this damn movie, to be honest with you? But yeah, there you go. So that's everybody who's in this movie. So the movie takes place in the aftermath of the Trojan War, with their victory conquering Troy. Let me sure this is muted. With their victory over Troy, General Odysseus begins his long voyage home, but the gods have other plans for him. As we jump forward 20 years later, back in his home of Ithaca, his wife Penelope waits for his return, as a line of suitors all line up in hopes of marrying her to take the empty throne of Ithaca and her hand in marriage. But their son leaves in search of answers for his father, in hopes that he is still alive and to bring order and stability back to his home. So that's the general story. That's the general thing of the movie. But let's go over some important notes here for the movie. First thing we got to talk about is the Odyssey itself. I will say, in his 20-year journey, Odysseus faces a lot of trials, he faces a lot of things on that Odyssey. A lot of it claims the lives of his men, and a lot of it is about a random ship. So just kind of go through it, kind of just in general, on the stages of Odysseus Odysseus' voyage. We see him deal in the cave of the Cyclops Polyphemus. They land on an island of Laestrygonians. I believe I'm saying that right. They land on the home of the witch Circe. They go to the edge of the underworld. They have to go past the sirens. They have to choose between the monster sisters of Charybdis and Scylla. Bro, why is this shit ain't muted? This shit should be like universally muted. What the fuck? But yeah, and finally he crash lands on the island where the nymph Callisto lives, where he finds himself being fed these like memory altering lotuses. So yeah, that's kind of the general theme. That's kind of the stages he went through in that 20 years of being missing. Most of it was on the island with Calypso. Like I said, he was being fed these lotus plants that sort of like clouded his mind and made him kind of forget where he came from, who he was, and what his journey was. So that's where he spent most of the time. But with all that, I want to give a shout outs to motherfucking Rick Riordan and Percy Jackson and the Olympians, Book 2, Season 2, whatever you want to call it. Because legitimately, that book got me familiar with all this shit in this movie. You know, I ain't gonna lie, I knew elements of the story of Odysseus and the Odyssey. I didn't know everything. I couldn't tell you the shit from beginning to end. But as most, you know, sort of long-standing historical literature, I knew elements of it. I was exposed to a lot of them. But shouts out to Percy Jackson and the Olympians, Book 2. If you're a fan of the show or the books, then a lot of this shit, you'll see that a lot of the stuff from that book came from this. I think it's a mix of this and a little bit of Jason and the Argonauts, that story going to get the golden fleece. It all kind of comes from that. But yeah, so everything else we got here, we got to talk about Zeus's law. Zeus's law was basically a Greek law, of course, based from the motherfucking god Zeus himself. Was basically it was an accepted law of the land, which states that all must show hospitality and a warm welcome to all visitors, travelers, and beggars. It's a major thing for the movie. It's also why like all the suitors in the movie kind of stick around for as much as they do, and why they pretty much just all stay there just fucking bumming off Penelope and Ithaca, and they can't just kick them out or kill them without having massive repercussions in Greece, but also just, you know, from the gods themselves as well. So yeah, that kind of became like a cardinal thing of the movie. And what happens when you violate Zeus's law? Well, you incur the wrath of the gods, which is also a major point in here because when they were going against Troy, you know, we all know the story. If you're watching this, you know, but if you don't, I'm pretty sure you've heard of the Trojan horse. A bunch of the Greek soldiers piled into this wooden horse. After the war was over, they presented it as a gift. Troy opened its walls to bring the horse in to accept the gift, and lo and behold, inside, the Greek soldiers were hidden inside. They left out the horse, infiltrated the walls of Troy, let in the homies, and then everybody just they laid siege to Troy, and that's how they took it over. And basically that was viewed as a massive violation of Zeus's law. So that's why Odysseus's journey back home was riddled in so much misfortune and death, because he pissed off the gods. Polyphemus is a son of Poseidon, so when he harmed him, he pissed off Poseidon, and just like, again, all the shit just happens, and it mirrors in Odysseus, and also Agamemnon, the general, the Greek general that Odysseus is underneath. It was mirrored in both of their journeys home. Odysseus on his journey home, which was delayed, and then of course Agamemnon when he actually got home. So there you go. Speaking of Agamemnon, we gotta talk about him for a little bit. Like I mentioned, he is the Greek general who led the Greek forces. they talk about it before. He sacrificed his own daughter in favor of the gods to help him out in the war against Troy. After they won and after the victory, he returned home. Massive welcome. You know, they had a big ass party. You know, they had a big ass get together where they welcomed him back. You know, his girl welcomed him back. It was like, you know, it was like, you know what's gonna happen tonight, boy. You better get in that bed. And she took him to the bed, but unfortunately, it turned out, there was some snakes in the garden, as his wife and her lover, which he didn't know about, plotted to kill him when he came home, and so they did, in revenge for him basically offing his own daughter. So that's what happened there. When Odysseus goes to the edge of the underworld to speak to the dead, he speaks to Agamemnon and he tells him what happened when he returned home. And basically told him to, be wary, be careful. There's snakes out there. They hide. They ain't gonna seem nice, but believe me, they not. So he told him to watch his back, stay hidden, keep it on the DL, keep it on the low, incognito, if you will. And told him basically scope out the spot before you go back in there, see what's going on, see what the word is out there before you go back. And that's basically what Odysseus did when he finally came back home. Telemachus is Penelope and Odysseus' son. His entire life growing up, Odysseus has been gone, so he only heard stories about his dad. But fearing it was only a matter of time before basically the suitors had spent a lot of time trying to bait him into retaliating and to basically giving him to go after him and off him, and he knew it was only a matter of time before that happened. So he ventured off to go and find.
Have you ever wondered how
kind of, I don't know why this shit don't stay on mute. This shit crazy. Hold on, I'm gonna just do this.
once the Odyssey?
There we go. That should work. All right, my bad. I guess I should go back to just doing the video separately over the thing. But basically he was worried about the suitors basically retaliating against him. So he was like, I need to find some answers. So he snuck out at night to go find his father. Any answer or any who last saw him, any word if he survived, anything that could kind of lead to the fact that their father was alive or dead, any definitive proof of that, he went out to go find. I can't remember his goddamn name, but Robert Pattinson, whatever character he played in the movie, he was one of, if not the main villain of the damn movie. He's plotting to marry Penelope and kill Telemachus and become king. And then after he becomes king and marries Penelope, he basically plans to kill Penelope too. So there you go. So yeah, those are all of your interesting and important elements in the movie that I wanted to point out. So let's talk about what I liked in this movie. I'll be quite honest with y'all, it's quite a bit. Cinematography was really fucking great here, man. Like, and also the cinematography, combine that with the production design of this bitch was top fucking notch. Like, this is like one thing that always kind of fucking stuck out to me was Agamemnon's helmet. That shit was fire. Like, the man never said a line in the movie. We never seen his face without the helmet on. So again, just visually, just immediate visual identity for the movie, and that shit was dope as hell. But yeah, a lot of just beautiful, striking, natural. It seemed like they were natural. I would guess. They say they traveled around for a lot of this movie, so I would guess that a lot of it was shot naturally on actual, on actual land instead of sound stages, actual exteriors. So yeah, a lot of nice visual spots, nice little spots to look at. All of like the shit from like the sailing shots where they're sailing, especially like during the storms and shit. All of that was shot really great. Another thing that was really cool was the music and the sound design of this was dope as hell too. Again, if you see this, I would definitely recommend you see it in theaters just so you can actually hear and feel the scope of the sound in this movie. Like when they were in the fucking cave with the Cyclops with Polyphemus, that shit was great. Just the way everything was sound designed, the sound choices they use for everything of the fucking Cyclops. Also, again, cinematography for everything being shot in there. The light was just a little fire in the middle, and they did it, and they fucking shot around just exceptionally well. Again, also audio wise, like I said, all the sailing and the storm shots, all fucking great there too. But yeah, this is a really damn good looking movie. Visual, it just looks fucking great. Also, I gotta say, again, I don't remember his fucking name, but Robert Pattinson, man, that nigga was great in this damn movie as just the fucking bad guy in this movie. Man, he was great in there. Just a Weasley ass conniving piece of shit in this movie, and he was great at it, man. He was really fucking good. I will say there was fuck, I didn't say it, just seeing him here, John Leguizamo, who I did not know was in this damn movie. He was great too. I want to give props to him as well. He was great too. What else I got? Oh, and there was one scene in this movie that was just fucking great for me. That was just looked really fucking good for me here, and it was the scene where Cersei transforms the fucking soldiers into pigs. That was like genuinely a horrifying and like disturbing scene right there. Like I'm a guy, I can stomach a lot of shit, I can stomach a lot of stuff, but fuck, man, that scene like generally made me a little uneasy. I could take a lot of shit. Like, it takes a lot to kind of get to me, but that scene even got to me. Like, that shit was like low-key kind of disturbing in a way. But man, it was fucking good. It was fucking good. Definitely one of the most one of the scenes that really stuck with me as soon as it happened, as soon as I saw it. That shit was great. So let's get to what I didn't like. Honestly, for me, I will say, for as good as this movie is, for the entirety of it, I will say probably just the climax was a little bit disappointing for me. Just the fact that it was just a bit disappointing. It just, once you got to the end, it felt like it just kind of fucking just devolved into just your general action movie. So that kind of sucked. Again, I know you need your action, need your big action set pieces, but the fact that this movie was so good, and then it just kind of all came down in the end to just that. And I didn't really like it. Also, it was like that nigga, just completely survived all that shit unscathed. It was crazy. Also, I kind of felt like the editing here was pretty weird. There was some cuts in here. I was like, oh, that was a weird cut. Why that was a weird cut? Why was that put right there? Also, like, the broken narrative storytelling, it can get pretty annoying and pretty repetitive. Especially jumping back. Like, if you have any like good sense of like storytelling modicum, you kind of knew like where it was all heading, like what was like the thing that kind of set it all off. So for me, I kind of saw it coming. So for us to repeatedly jump back to this was like, okay, okay, we gotta come back here again. All right, I guess, because we gotta figure out what the hell happened. My chair is sinking again, so it's kind of pissing me off right now. Yeah, I just kind of knew it was going sometimes, but hey, what are you gonna do? All right, oh shit. I just threw my shit and broke everything. All right, filmmaker notes. Something I do want to point out. Actually, it was in one of these videos. I'm gonna pull it back up so I can go over there. But yeah, important notes I want to point out in this movie. when they went to the Langstragonians island, when they went to that island where all the big giant dudes was there, and it would like start fucking just murking all the whole fucking team. Yeah, apparently that was not in CG. All of that shit was fucking like practical stuff. So what they did is that they hired a bunch of 7-foot tall stuntman that you see right here. They had a bunch of 7-foot tall stunt people and like just paired them with shorter actors, shorter stunt people, mostly women. And then just a little small tidbit of course, just some movie magic to mess with like the scale and shit. But all that shit was practical. So that was pretty fucking cool. And all like the shorter stuff people played the Greek soldiers. Shout out to all the ladies who was in this movie. Really fucking dope shit. But yeah, there you go. I just thought that was cool that they did that in all fucking they did all that shit practically. All right, and then finally for my final thoughts on the movie, future of the franchise, it's Nolan, so you know a sequel is very, very much unlikely. He doesn't tend to do a lot of sequels to his movies. But I will say this is only the third movie so far to cross $1 billion, and it did it super fucking quick. Not as quick as another movie we're gonna talk about that's probably gonna release after this, but it did cross $1 billion plus. And it's for a good reason, man. So my final thoughts, as I said, this movie is only the third to cross $1 billion this year, and it is for a good cause. This is a phenomenally well done film, visually pleasing, amazing sound, some good action, great set pieces, some good little mysteries as to like every time these motherfuckers go to a new location, you just wonder like what the fuck is they about to run into? What the fuck are they about to run into now, bro? Like I said, it's like a real adventure film, as you know, they sail and they keep going to these islands trying to find their way home, trying to find any clue of how to do it. You got the intrigue of Odysseus losing like the trust of his men, the promise of the gods, him actively trying to defy them, everything going on back home with the suitors and Penelope and Telemachus. It's all just a really well done, great paced film too, I will say. And like I said, one of the top scenes for me is Cersei, that island with the Cersei. That was just some real disturbing shit. If you are easily squeamish or disturbed, that might be the scene where you gotta close your eyes and look away, because that one was real. That was some real shit. All the actors bring it in this movie, but of course I give a special shout out to Robert Pattinson. With just some real good shit. Like I said, there is sometimes that little broken narrative can get a little old. Editing sometimes got a little weird. Also, there's a little twist in here that I feel like was kind of undercared for, underhandled. Didn't really put too much focus on it. But again, like I said, if you got a good bone for like storytelling, you got a good sense for storytelling, you kind of knew where that was going. So you know, it wasn't really that surprising. But also wasn't that surprising because they didn't really bring too much attention to it. But yes, I would heavily recommend you see this movie. If anything, just so you can know the fucking just so you can understand the fucking of this meme. Here we go. I'm gonna play it right here, just so you can know where this fucking meme comes from.
Somebody get these beggars out of here. Doors.
So there you go. So yeah, that is my thoughts on the Odyssey. Really damn good movie, man. Really damn good film. Maybe if not one of Christopher Nolan's best, it's definitely up there. I feel like it doesn't need to be said. The movie has proved itself enough that I don't think it needs to be said, but fuck it, I'm gonna say it anyway. If you really worried about this movie because of the fucking discourse from these loser ass bitch ass niggas on the fucking internet with nothing better to fucking do, don't listen to that shit. This is a really good fucking movie. You know the craziest thing about this movie? This movie is literally the exact kind of movie these bitch ass niggas is always arguing that they want. It's a fucking grizzled old white man as the main character, fucking being the toughest nigga in the room, being the smartest nigga in the room, defying all the odds. This nigga is literally going up against defying the goddamn gods, and in some sense fucking succeeding. And these niggas still mad because there's a fucking black woman and a trans man in here, who, by the way, Elliot Page is in this shit for like 2 scenes, and Lupita Nyong'o is in this motherfucker for like 2. They combined together, they have like maybe 12 minutes of screen time put together, and these niggas still find some way to complain about shit. These fucking bitch ass loser ass niggas, bro. But yeah, that's all. That's all I got to say about that one, bro. But yeah, I would say the Odyssey is a damn good movie. I would highly recommend it. It's gonna be interesting to see where it sits at the end of the year. I think clearly it's at the top for probably like reviews, of course, box office. So I'm interested to see how shit's gonna go. Yeah, I'm interested to see how it's gonna go. Basically, I think we just got like what, unless something else just kind of pops the fuck up out of nowhere. I think it's just really like just what Doomsday and Doom 3 is like the next big franchise movies dropping this year. But yeah, so there you go. That's my thoughts on the Odyssey. I liked it. I enjoyed it. I thought it was really fucking good. I would highly recommend you go see it. So anyway, that's it for me here today. Thank you all so much for watching. Next up, I saw Spider-Man Brand New Day as well. So that is what's going to be the next one we release here on the channel. I'm probably about to record it right after I finish recording this. But that's going to be the next one. Also, I'm about to start catching up on some movies that dropped over the year that I have not seen. So I'll talk about those. There won't be individual videos. So I'm probably going to throw like 3 movies into a video. Talk about them real quick. But yeah, it's like The Bride, Mario, Mortal Kombat, that new Avatar joint, what the fuck else was it? Supergirl, and Toy Story 5 is the movies I'm gonna talk about. So I'll probably do like 2 videos, three movies of them each in there, and we'll talk about them, and I'll see. And when I finally watch them, I'll kind of say how I think about it. But yeah, but that's it from me here today. Thank you all so much for watching. I very much do appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, if you like what I'm doing over here. And of course, as always, everybody, always remember, let me know what you think of the Odyssey down below in the comments below, please. If you're one of them fuck niggas who's mad because there's a black woman in just fucking black woman and a trans man who appeared for 12 minutes of a damn near 3-hour film, don't even fucking bother, bro. Please, just don't fucking do it. I really don't have the energy to feed your fucking trolling, bro. But anyway, that's it for me here today. Thank you all so much for watching. Always remember, stay watching, stay playing, stay awesome, and most importantly, stay safe out there. Until next time, everybody, I'll speak to you all later. Deuces.